So how do you do that when you don't have an audience of your own yet? Maybe you don't have a Facebook group. Maybe your business page only has like 5 people on it. Maybe you just started it. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Lauren Kidd. I am a business strategist for the busy mompreneur. I teach moms how to start, run, and scale their online businesses so they can be present in their kids' lives. I am so excited to see you today. If you are new here to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Click that bell to get notifications. New content comes out every Monday at 9. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here and watching. Go ahead and tell me hey below. I love to say hey to you guys. I know that a lot of you have been DMing me saying, hey, I watched your YouTube channel. I'm so excited. But go ahead and tell me below here so that it encourages other people to also be like, hey, I'm here. That's exciting. All right. So today we're going to talk about how to get clients when you have no audience of your own, right? So I know a lot of you guys have been reaching out and saying, okay, I'm loving your channel. I'm loving all the tips that you're giving, but I'm just starting out and some of these don't apply. Help. That's okay. We all start somewhere. We all start with nothing. We have no clue what we're doing. We have no idea where to start, where to go, where to turn. And you're like, you gotta go get clients, you gotta go talk to your people, right? So how do you do that when you don't have an audience of your own yet? Maybe you don't have a Facebook group. Maybe your business page only has like 5 people on it. Maybe you just started it. How do you get people to pay attention to you? Right? How do you get people to pay attention to you when you don't necessarily have an audience of your own to pull from? And that's what we're going to talk about today. So I've got 3 ways to make that happen for you. Okay. Number 1, you want to leverage other people's audiences. So once you figure out who you're talking to, who is your ideal client, what it is that they want, and how that you're going to provide whatever it is to them. If you don't know how to do that, I have an entire training on how to find your ideal client. I will put that in the description below. Go ahead and click that video, watch that. It's going to be illuminating, I promise. But you can leverage other people's audiences. So say you came into Mommy's on a Mission. Come on, it's right there. It's a lot of fun. Mommy's on a Mission. Yeah. Come join us. It's a really welcoming environment. I'll say it's not a mom group. There's no mama drama in the group. It's completely business focused. But you can come into the group. You can share your value. You can teach on things. You can be the expert in your field. And I provide many opportunities for you to promote yourself, which is key to selling your stuff. You can also promote yourself in a way that's not like, hey, here's my link, go buy it. If you don't know how to do that, I can teach you that as well. But leveraging other people's audiences, go find those larger groups where your ideal clients are hanging out and start helping. You're not necessarily going in and being like, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. Here's my link, buy my stuff. Here's my link, buy my stuff. No. You don't want to do any of that, okay? Go in and start answering questions. Go in and start sharing value. If you're a health and fitness person, be like, hey, did you know that if you just increased your protein by whatever, per the person's weight, necessities, whatever, it actually helps build muscle. It helps you with weight loss. It helps you maintain, right? A little tweak here. Now, I'm not saying go out and eat meat. I'm not saying go out and eat plant-based, whatever your preference is, but you can be the voice of authority. You can share. You can share without selling so that people are like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I want to learn. Can you teach me? Absolutely. You're leveraging other people's audience so that they can see you and eventually come find you on their own, right? Eventually, you're going to create your own business group or your own health and wellness group or your own crafty group or whatever businesses that you're in, right? I have accounting groups that I've worked with. I've had Etsy groups. I've had dog training groups. They're vast, they're different, and they're amazing. But until you can create your own community, you want to borrow people's audiences. So if you're like, I have no idea how to do that. I have no idea how to get a client. Let's say through Facebook, right? Facebook is a powerful tool. If it is not in your wheelhouse, it absolutely should be. Whether you like it or not, Facebook is a very big place to put yourself out there, okay? I hate Facebook. I'm not going to lie. I hate Facebook. All sorts of reasons. But a huge chunk of my income comes from Facebook because that's where most of my ideal clients are hanging out. You got to be where your ideal clients are in order to make money. If your ideal clients are not hanging out on LinkedIn, don't be posting on LinkedIn and wasting all kinds of time if they're hanging out on Instagram or if they're hanging out on Pinterest or if they're hanging out on YouTube, right? So post where they're posting. But Leveraging other people's audiences. So again, let's say Facebook. If you're looking to build and grow in your own Facebook group, I've got 6 ways to optimize that so that you can be successful in it. If you want to learn how to create a group that actually is people listening to you, I got you. I have a landing clients with Facebook groups. I'm also going to teach you how to leverage other people's audiences for success. Converting through engagement without being like, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. See this cup, buy my cup. Here's my pen, buy my pen. We don't want to see that. We want organic, natural, not sleazy sounding kind of offers, right? So when you're leveraging other people's Facebook groups, keep that in mind. You don't want to be a spammy Susan because it's also going to get your butt booted, right? If you come into my group and you're like, who wants to work from home? Okay, great. Most of us, but like that's not helpful in any way, shape, or form. So I'm going to teach you how to be organic about that. So if you're looking to land clients through Facebook groups, go ahead and click the landing clients through Facebook groups offer right there. It's a mini training and it's going to be mind-blowing. All right, so how else do you get clients without an audience of your own? Number 2, you're leveraging larger Facebook groups. So the first one was leveraging other people's audiences. This can be YouTube, this can be podcasts, this can be Instagram, this can be, showing up in people's emails, working as collaboration sometimes. Now, I'm not saying say yes to every collaboration, but sometimes you're like, hey, would you mind if I helped your audience do this? I'm happy to share something on my page about you. I'm not saying do a whole full-on masterclass collaboration with them, but what I'm saying is try to do trades, right? It's going to be less time consuming than a full-on 2-week thing where you have to promote all month for it, right? So leveraging other people's audiences. You can also leverage other people's Facebook groups, which is where landing clients with Facebook groups comes in handy. When you're leveraging other people's Facebook groups, you are going to be seen by a grander scale of people. You're also going to be seen by a different class of people than you will on other platforms. So because I don't like Instagram, I'm going to use it as an example. It's all pretty and formed and perfect. Whereas like say TikTok, it's all crazy people, all these crazy millennials. I'm part of that group, right? They're all crazy and they're all real and they're all like, look at me, I've got all this stuff. I love the lady with the no teeth. And she always makes fun of the fact that she has no teeth. And it's like ding dong, she drops her teeth in the toilet, or ding dong, and she's got like forks sticking out of her hair, or ding dong, the funny, anyway, people are just real there. So depending on what you're looking for, you're going to find those people on certain platforms, but Facebook and Facebook groups are going to be a phenomenal way to be seen because everybody and their brother is on Facebook. You can argue with me. My mother's not technically on Facebook, but my mother has a Facebook account, which subsequently she actually logged into for her birthday because she wanted to tell everybody thank you. This was the first time she'd logged into Facebook in 3 years. She hasn't stopped being on Facebook since her birthday, which was a little over a month ago, almost 2 months ago. Okay. Everybody and the mother is on Facebook. Okay. When you're in other people's Facebook groups, you have a plethora of people to pull from. Your ideal clients are 9 times out of 10 hanging out on Facebook and in Facebook groups. Find them, share, be the expert. Number 3, kind of goes back to number 1. You can be a guest blogger. You can be a guest podcaster. You can be a guest YouTuber. Now, you're not going to find guest YouTubers on my channel right now. It is something that we considered, but it's something that we also decided against. It's time consuming. I am a mom. I don't have time to try to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth with everybody's schedules. Would it be something that I want to do eventually? Yes. But when we have moved into our house and we have a better planned time, I know that there are a lot of you who have asked to be guests on my YouTube channel, and I would love to have you. Absolutely. I'm not saying no, but right now I don't really have the setup in our rental. I don't have the space or the time or anything to make that happen. So I'm seeing you. I'm watching you. I would love to have you as a guest on my YouTube channel, but it's not going to happen until probably the end of this year, if not next year. So something to know. But there are tons of people out there who are doing guests and guest podcasts and guest YouTubes and guest bloggers and guest masterclass hosts in their groups. You're actually going to be seen by more people on other platforms. Now, again, I am not telling you to go out there and do every single collaboration that comes along. That's exhausting. That's time consuming. It's going to inhibit you actually doing your own work, right? Because you're going to start working with other people and you're going to start promoting their stuff where yes, you're going to be seen by their audience, but it's also you promoting their stuff. So be very careful when it comes to that. but it can also at the same time be very beneficial. I know I just probably really confused you. You're like, so do I do it or don't I do it? When you're growing, absolutely. It is a big piece of the puzzle. You put yourself out there and you're getting seen. But again, be very careful because you are a mompreneur and your time is limited. So if you're spending all month promoting somebody else's stuff in an effort just to be seen, it might not be financially worth it. So take that into consideration. What you could do is to simply show up in other groups and other platforms. And you could even do a comment. I used to go and do comments on other blogs, not I'm trying to take your clients kind of way. But if there was a blog and it answered a couple questions, but it didn't necessarily answer questions that were in my niche, I would go, hey, that's a really great point. You could also do da, 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 because she mentioned this, but I don't believe that she actually covers this. You could also do this, this, and this. Now, I wasn't promoting myself. I wasn't saying, go find my blog, go find my YouTube channel. I was simply answering the question. 9 times out of 10, those people whose questions I answered, they go and find my stuff all on my own because I was posting from a signed in account that they could clearly click and go find my stuff. So if you're posting a question response to somebody, you could easily be found, especially on Facebook, because they're going to be able to click your profile and they're going to be able to see what you do, where you do it, how you do it, what you're an expert in, right? So how do you get clients with no audience of your own? Essentially, you're leveraging other people's platforms, their blogs, their podcasts, their YouTubes, their Facebook pages, their Facebook groups, wherever it is. Go out, show up, be amazing. If you're like, I have no idea where to start with Facebook, Facebook is overwhelming, because let's be real, Facebook is overwhelming. I've got you. I've got an entire training on how to land clients through Facebook groups right there. You can click it. I think you can click it here, or you can also find it in the description below. And I am going to show you exactly what you need to do in order to make Facebook clients happen. Okay, so that's what I've got for you. Again, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, go ahead and click that bell, get those notifications, and I will see you right back here next week.